Hey, hi, yo,你吃了吗? Welcome to another video. It is really fucking cold. It is starting to snow, as you can see outside. And this is the first snowfall where the snow is actually sticking onto the ground. But anyway, today we're making some Chinese style spicy eggplant. So let's get it. Hey guys, 你很漂亮,你很帅. Welcome to another video. I don't know why I started speaking Chinese there, but today we're making some Asian style eggplant, a dish that is much beloved across all of Asia. I had this in Singapore when I was there on exchange, had this in my travels, and I had this all the time growing up in China. It is called 油爆茄子, and I'm going to be teaching you guys a little technique that I've discovered on how to get that restaurant tasting eggplant. Before we do that, I just want to talk quickly about something. If you guys have ever tried to replicate restaurant style dishes at home, you've probably struggled, and there's a variety of reasons for it. Maybe it's because you lack the expertise and skills. Sometimes you can't source the same type of ingredients, but a lot of times it's also to do with the tools that you are using. Industrial size cookware, it can yield much more different results than what you have to use at home. The best case example I can give you is a fryer. When you are frying something in an industrial size fryer, the temperature is much more consistent because there's more oil. When you're dropping something in on a Dutch oven at home, even though it looks like a ton of oil, it's still not enough to retain a consistent temperature, especially when you're dropping in, for example, potentially frozen fries. This is the reason why when you're frying foods, you're always going to get a better result when you fry it in an industrial kitchen. And that's kind of what happens with eggplant as well. Whenever I tried to make eggplant at home previously, it always came out super mushy, where it came out very underdone. It was very hard to get that restaurant style of eggplant where the outside still has that little bit of a bite with the skin, and the inside is nice and tender. To do so, honestly, it's not that hard, but it took me a long time to develop this technique, to the point that I almost became salty and I didn't want to eat eggplant anymore because I couldn't accept the fact that I can't replicate this at home. The answer is quite simple. Number one, you want to reduce as much moisture as possible by salting your eggplant around 20 minutes before you cook, but also broil your eggplant. You want to start off that cooking process ahead of time by broiling your eggplant for maybe just 10 to 15 minutes. And then once you develop that char at the top, all you want to do is just wrap your eggplant in some tinfoil while you prepare the rest of your ingredients. So I worked with my eggplant first, chopped it in half, got it into the oven, and then afterwards, I chopped up all my aromatics, prepared everything else, started sauteing them off. And by the time I was ready for the eggplant, it was fully cooked, it was rested in that tinfoil, and it was ready to serve. And with this technique, I find that you can get a very similar tasting dish to what you can get in the restaurants with that skin and that nicely cooked inside. So give this a try if you're a fan of that Asian style restaurant eggplant, and let me know if it works out for you. What up, guys? Today I made 油爆茄子, which is actually one of my favorite things to eat. This specific style preparation is one of my favorites. I didn't make this super spicy because my mom doesn't really like super spicy foods. Like, no cap, this is so seriously good. I don't even really have anything to say because honestly this is so fire. Gonna mail this before my parents come down and steal some from me. See you guys next week.